He was born a nobody, abandoned on the frozen steppe, and left to starve as a child. Yet this fatherless outcast would go on to unite a scattered people and conquer the largest empire in all of history. This is the incredible story of how a boy named Temujin became Genghis Khan. He would become the most feared conqueror the world had ever seen. But he began his life as a starving, abandoned child with nothing at all. Around the year 1162, a boy was born on the Mongolian steppe. His name was Temujin, the son of a minor tribal chieftain. Life on the open grassland was brutal, a constant struggle against cold and hunger. And the scattered tribes were locked in endless cycles of raiding and revenge. When Temujin was just 9 years old, his father took him to find a bride. But on the journey home, his father was poisoned by a rival tribe. In an instant, the boy's whole world collapsed. With his father gone, Temujin's own tribe turned its back on the family. They abandoned Temujin, his mother, and his siblings, casting them out to fend for themselves. For years they survived on roots, fish, and whatever the land would give them. His fierce mother, Holon, kept her children alive through sheer force of will. But hardship forged something ruthless in the young Temujin. In a bitter quarrel over food, he killed his own half-brother. Even as a child, he would let nothing and no one stand above him. Soon after, the rival clan captured him and made him a slave. He was forced to wear a heavy wooden collar, a mark of total humiliation. But one dark night, Temujin escaped and vowed he would never be caged again. As he grew into a man, Temujin began to gather followers. He married his betrothed, a woman named Borte, his closest ally for life. But soon a raiding tribe stormed the camp and kidnapped her away. To get her back, Temujin called on every friend and ally he had. With his sworn brother Jamuka and a powerful chief, he raised an army and rescued her. And here, his true genius began to show. He rewarded loyal followers with rank and riches, no matter how humble their birth. In a world ruled by blood and birthright, this was revolutionary. Warriors abandoned their old masters and flocked to his banner instead. But his rise put him on a collision course with his own sworn brother. Jamuka came to represent the old order, the proud aristocracy of the steppe. The two former brothers turned on each other in a long and brutal war. One by one, Temujin crushed the great tribes of the steppe. He destroyed the Tatars, avenging his murdered father at last. He defeated the Karates and the mighty Naimans, the last of his great rivals. For the first time in memory, the tribes were becoming one. In the year 1206, it was done. A great assembly of the tribes gathered to name a single supreme leader. They gave the fatherless outcast a new title, Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. The abandoned boy was now the master of all the Mongols. But Genghis was far more than just a warlord. He gave his people a written law, a written script, and an army of iron discipline. He promoted talent over birth and allowed his people to follow any faith they chose. From a shattered collection of tribes, he had forged a single, unstoppable nation. And now, that nation turned its hungry eyes outward toward the rest of the world. What came next would shake the entire planet. Genghis led his horsemen against the vast, wealthy kingdoms of China. Then he turned west and shattered the powerful empire of Persia. Wherever he went, cities that defied him were left in ashes. In just 20 years, he built an empire stretching across a continent, the largest connected land empire in the entire history of the world. But not even Genghis Khan could conquer time itself. In 1227, while still on campaign, the great Khan died. True to his wishes, he was buried in a secret grave that has never been found. The outcast who had nothing was laid to rest as the ruler of almost everything. His descendants would rule from the coast of China to the gates of Europe, and his bloodline still runs through millions of people alive today. A starving, abandoned boy grew up to command the largest empire in history. He was hated, feared, and admired all at once. And he proved that even a nobody left to die can go on to change the entire world.